Hi there, welcome back to another video, and this is another case study video that wanted to share with you a recent trade that we took on Australia Canadian Aussie CAD based on the EWS methodology. Okay, and for those of you who are not aware about what the EWS methodology is basically combining the technical analysis of a chart based on Elliott wave principle plus the seasonality, where we have the FX seasonal cards to kind of give us an idea between a specific window of period. Should we be buying or should we be selling? And that's where the S comes from, right? So EWS stands for Elliott wave plus seasonal. Okay, and the whole process of how we approach the FX market based on the EWS methodology has been really simplified to kind of cut away all the other fluff. And all we really need to do is, number one, look at the seasonal cards as to whether we should be focusing on the buy or sell direction. And then once we have established the direction, we go into the technical side of things based on Elliott wave principle to look out for execution, right? Do we get a setup that is in alignment with the seasonal direction? Okay, and if there is, we execute the trade and we manage it along the way. And therefore, in this video here, I'm going to show you the case study of this trade that we took recently, okay, from how we analyze it from a technical portion to get involved in it and how we manage it along the way, all the way until we exit it with a slightly decent profit. So without further ado, I'm going to show you the seasonal cards, and then we'll play some recording of the sessions that we had with some of our mastermind group. And from there, okay, you'll probably get a much better understanding about EWS methodology. And at the end of this video, if you feel that this is a method, this is a style, this is a strategy that fits you as an individual trader, then we do have an offer for you on the EWS method as well. So without further ado, I'm going to show you my screen and then we'll walk through from there. Okay, so over here, what you can see is this is what we call the seasonal cards. This is on Aussie CAD. Okay, and you can see from the screen over here on the 5th of October to 13th of November. Okay, based on seasonality, which is for the past 10 years, Aussie CAD has a 90% probability, okay, or in this case here, we call it reliability to the upside, right? And therefore, the direction we're going to focus on Aussie CAD from the 5th of October to 13th of October, 13th of November would be to focus on the upside. Okay, and with this directional bias set, what we then do is we jump into the technical portion to look out for the alignment to execute the trade. CAD over here is also looking pretty interesting. Okay, so you can see the context. A double bottom, impulse push, a mini consolidation. So this can actually go back all the way up, right? So just now we mentioned that some of the CADs, we're looking to sell them. Okay, so just make sure that you're managing your overall exposure as well, yeah? So in terms of Aussie CAD here, one way to look out for a trade is definitely a breakout, okay? Something like that in terms of the setup. Very clean and straightforward kind of entry. So it's about 55 hits of stops. Your target can go all the way back up here. Okay, in terms of daily, after it breaks this, of course, the upside can be huge. You can see where we are in context as well. Okay, can this be a huge impulse? And then this would be that corrective pattern. Possible. Okay, possible. So this can even come back up here and reach somewhere at this point. Okay, so Aussie CAD, I will be putting in this order here as well. Okay, because of all this alignment, the setup here is pretty clean as well. We'll shift our stops to 9240, right? So just to show you on the chart, okay, that's roughly where we got it, okay, 9205 at this line here. And the market is basically moving off very nicely right now. Okay, so it's actually a good opportunity to shift our stop towards somewhere here, right, 9240. Okay, to protect just whatever we have right now. And seeing this develop, I would rather really be more aggressive in protecting it, because if this were to come back down, we do not want to give away too much profits from there. Okay, so this is pretty great trade. Straight away break, you see the impulse push, and then now it just does to a little bit of kind of crawl. Okay, But don't be overly worried. I mean, some of you might be, considering, oh, if there is that kind of like divergence setup, should I just exit right now? You can. Okay, if you want to kind of like just catch whatever you're happy with it right now, you're happy with the profits, you can exit with it right now. Okay, I think it's a pretty decent trade. Even if you do it now, you have like close to 60 plus 70 pips of profit, right? The part here is not all divergence are going to be reversed. Okay, sometimes it can be just, okay, there's a lack of momentum and therefore the market does a tiny bit of consolidation, and then after that it can continue, right? So that I can't give you an answer because I won't know exactly 100% what's going to happen. Okay, but I can just share with you what can potentially happen. Yeah, so AUD that's how we can manage that trade. Okay, we'll see how far this can go, because if this really takes off again, if this level is broken, we have all the way back up to the high. Yeah, okay, so this one will just shift to 9240 and then let it run.